Joe Zikas from YoChicago. I'm at 2017 Lincoln at the Pointe with Apostal, and I thought I would take advantage of an unusual opportunity to ask a Lincoln Park kid what it's like to grow up in Lincoln Park, because you went to Lincoln Elementary and Francis Parker.
I did, yes. I'm born and raised here in Lincoln Park. I grew up just 3-4 blocks from here on Belden and Lincoln. Used to go to Potbelly's every day for lunch when it was just the one shop, when it was the second half of an antique store.
And they had better sandwiches then.
They did. That was back when he had just a little toaster oven. He would slip them in with a little spatula. And
if I remember, the owner was a former lawyer who used to play the piano in there.
I think so. Peter something or other. But
I forgot.
Great guy, yeah. So nice. And it was great. You know, a lot of people wonder what it's like to grow up in the city, especially in an urban neighborhood like Lincoln Park, but I thought it was great. We had a lot of independence. There were parks everywhere you could go to. My brother and I would ride our bicycles everywhere. We had groups of friends that would go down to the lake, and we would go fishing in by the lake. We'd go swimming, go play at the beach. It was always just a short bus ride to get anywhere you needed to go. And with a bus pass or a bicycle, the whole city was your backyard. It was a really great place to grow up.
You didn't have to depend on your parents to take you places either.
No. I mean they did, especially with when we fought music lessons and we fought Greek school and other things we didn't want to do. They'd take us, but after a while we warmed up to it, and it was easy enough to get there on our own. And yeah, it was a great place to grow up.
What was the best thing about growing up in Lincoln Park from Kids Point?
I think it was just the neighborhood, just being able to go anywhere. You felt like you had friends on every block, some family that you knew on every block, and you could just go from place to place, and you just, I don't know, you felt like you were part of a community, and that group took care of you, and there was so much interesting stuff to do. Walk to school, you could walk to the park, and
so you went K-12 walking to school, to Lincoln and to Parker.
That's right. So I walked every day. It was just a block to Lincoln, and then when I switched to Parker, it was a 3-block walk, and it was nice every day. It was so easy.
Let me ask you about the switch to Parker.
I switched in 7th grade. I transferred from Lincoln to Parker, and I spent 6 years at Francis Parker. It was a huge culture shock, major shift. I mean, you went from a school where kids came from all over the place, kind of varied backgrounds, to a school where pretty much everyone came from some money or some fancy profession, or some, family with a fancy profession, and the cultural shift was pretty huge. The tastes were so different, from music styles. Nobody at Lincoln had MTV, and everyone at Parker had MTV. So it was such a huge difference.
I've heard, especially for kids who start in high school, that it's difficult to crack into a circle of kids who've been together, a lot of them since pre-kindergarten.
It's true, and we had a huge number of what they call them the 14-year gang when we graduated from Parker. My class graduated because they had been there 14 years from pre-K through high school, and I had only the 6 years. But I found that I made some very, very good friends at Parker. You always find your way in these places. The nice thing about Parker is they offer so many things outside of just class time. They offer art classes and gym classes and other activities and theater, and I did a video program once, and I got to travel with the school, and all of that helped to create some lasting friendships that I still have today.